Hey, Amir. Isad. It's Ahmad here. Hello, Saqib. Can you hear me?
Hello, am I
Yes, Saqib,
audible
can
to
you hear
you?
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
So we could see. All right, Amir,
We have folks joining here. I
Sardar.
see Amir, Shimana,
All
Helen.
right, all right. We have 3 minutes to go, and probably we can give you guys 5 minutes more. Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
By the time, Walaikum Salam. By the time all let all of them join. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll get started.
All right. Saqib, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Can you give me like host authentication?
Mhm. All right. Let me just check quickly here. Okay. Now it says who can share. I
Yeah.
have put a check mark on all participants
Mm-hmm.
who can start sharing when someone else is sharing. Shall I give it all participants?
Yeah, I gave it, no problem. Or else you can just give me and Omar,
No,
and
let me just give it to all participants. I don't want to take risk.
all right.
It's like Teams, right? So whenever someone is already sharing, if you want to share, you'll get it. So other person automatically gets unshared.
All right.
All right, so our meeting was 10 a.m. So let's give it 5 more minutes to join the audience. So I could see very few people joined till now.
Yeah, Saqib. Saqib,
Yes,
you can
yes,
hear us, right?
yes. So, Sartaj, could you please ping or call Shahnawaz and
All right.
Omar?
Okay, so I'm going on mute, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Like wait for 5 more minutes, give them 5 more minutes, we can start at 12:35.
Yes. All right, just to give you a heads up, we schedule at 10 a.m. IST, but we're gonna give some more time to other audience to join. Okay, so we will start up probably around 10:05. So it's gonna be EST 12:35. So Sartaj, can we give a little further more,
Yeah,
2-3
I think like,
minutes?
well, it's
10:10?
12:33.
Yeah.
12:33. I think you wait for 12:37. Umar is here. I think he's in. Umar is in.
All
Umar
right. So
Solaki. Yeah.
all right. So I just tried calling
Shanawaz is not
Shanawaz.
picking up. Might be like he's in Qatar, right? So
Yeah.
might be, he has some like overlapping issues.
Okay.
Like 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. So you can make all the participants on mute, right? Whenever you want, you have that control, right? All the participants on mute.
Yes. So Sartaj, can you unmute yourself? Will you be able
Yeah,
to?
I'm able to. Yeah.
All right. So how about Umar?
Yes, Akib, I'm there.
All right. So Jahid Bhai is joining shortly. So I think we have to call Shahnawaz.
It's not picking up.
We'll start around 10:10. So 4 minutes to go. Okay.
All right.
Let some more people join. All right. So I've got a message from Shahnawaz. He'll be joining in 5 minutes. All right.
So I think like we don't need to wait for Shanawaz, right?
Correct. So shall we start or we gotta give 3 more minutes?
Do we have Zahid Bhai in?
Yeah,
Yes.
All right.
so better we can start.
Yeah.
Why we are getting late? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. All right. So what's the time? Shall we start now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So hello, everyone. Very good morning. And I thank you very much for joining this session today. Um, before I proceed further, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Thakib. I have got 15 plus IT industry experience. I have been associated with SCS since last 3 years. Throughout this session, I would request you to actively engage with us. Feel free to use the chat box to ask questions, share your thoughts, because we want this session to be interactive and valuable for everyone out here. Okay, so at the end of the session, we have a Q&A, your chance to ask questions and clarify any doubts you have. Okay, so as you know, today's session is all about SCS Live Project Training Cum Internship Program. Before I hand over to my fellow speakers, let me get you detailed background of SCS, how the SCS came into the picture. So SCS stands for Sourcing Consulting Services, is a leading startup in service, consulting, and product-based company. It was founded in 2020. All right. So a group of forward-thinking individuals came together to create a startup that would redefine the concept of online training cum internship program. We believe that traditional training institute and educational institution often fell short in providing practical real-world experience. All right. So hence we are in SCS found the immense potential of online platform to offer impressive learning experiences and impactful internship program to our candidates. So our aim is to, bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical skills and empowering individuals to excel their respective fields. Okay, so we SCS set out with a clear mission to provide a unique online training program that surpassed the limitation of traditional educational approach. We understand that true growth and learning happened when individuals had the opportunities to apply their knowledge in real world scenario. So, and again, they will get a practical experience through that. We in SCS emphasized that we are not a training institute or not an educational institution. We are not here to educate you, all right? So we are here to guide you, train you, mentor you, and empower you to get you the job opportunities to establish yourself in IT industries. So SCS has a different, unique approach to online training program with a thorough analysis of the challenges faced by job seekers and employers. And I have been experienced that, okay, because I had get a chance to work with some of my friends' company based out in US, Arizona. All right. So we identified a critical gap between the skills possessed by the job seekers and the requirement of the ever evolving job market. This gap slowed down the growth of individuals and left employers searching for the right talent. All right. So to tackle that, in order to tackle that issue, SCS developed comprehensive online training program that cover both technical and soft skills. So these programs and modules attached with variety of skill set. Okay, so starts from backend and front-end coding, testing, along with DevOps framework, agile methodology, to cloud computing and project management. So each training program was carefully crafted to be practical interactive, and customized to the needs of learners. So because we in SCS understand that internship is a crucial for individual to gain the practical experience and build a professional network. We built that internship offer, unique opportunities for hands-on learning, skill development, and industry exposure. So SCS collaborated with companies like eTechnologics, Arizona, as I said earlier. Let Us Code Private Limited is based out in Jaipur, Rajasthan, India, and across various industry to provide impactful online internship program. So SCS has worked closely with both trainers and companies to ensure a mutual beneficial experience, nurturing the next generation of talent. Okay, so this is all about SCS. And with that being said, let me introduce to my fellow speaker, Mr. Omar Solanki, and he will be your Java technical trainer throughout this internship program, and he will get you all the valuable insights about this exciting program. Umar, if you could please go ahead and take over. Are you ready?
Yeah, thanks,
Saqib,
Shakib bhai, for the
please move the
introduction.
slide.
Yeah, if you can move in the
Yes.
slide to the next one, please.
Yes. Let me just do that. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, hello, my fellow colleagues and my candidates. So, the plan, what we have in mind is to groom you all in such a way that you all become comfortable in working on real world life projects. Okay, we've done academic projects in colleges, right? We all have in the final year of our graduation or post graduation. But the syllabus, if you would see, that would have been 2019 syllabus, 2020 syllabus, and now it's 2023. Okay, and by the time we are launched in the market, it might be 24 also. So we observe there's a huge gap, there's a huge bridge which needs to be filled in between the academics curriculum and what the real world technologies, what the real world corporates demand. So our aim is that we need to bridge that gap and then prepare you in such a way that you all become comfortable in working on live projects. And once you finish one or two live projects, your confidence, it goes sky high, and you can crack any interview for any corporate, whether it's a product-based company, service-based company, MNC. So this is what we target. So to reach till that level, we are assuming that the fresh candidates are freshers. Even if you have some technical prior knowledge would be beneficial for you, but we are assuming that we will start from a refresher course. So we'll assume that candidates need some programming refreshing to be done. So we'll start on the programming basics, on the very core of programming, how to write a function, how to pass parameters to a function, strings, arrays, all that stuff. Then we'll also revisit your database concepts. If I can share all some detailing of what all database concepts we will be revisiting. Okay, I'll share it to you all on mail rather. So we'll revisit the database concepts also of all the SQL queries which we need. Then the core Java basics. One second. Sorry, there was some renovation work going on in the background, so I asked the mason to stop working.
No, that's fine.
So we'll start with core Java. We'll go into the detailing basics of core Java. Okay, as we are using Java as a backend tool, primarily Java Spring Boot. So, but we will revisit the basics of core Java from scratch of all the OOPS concepts and all until Java 8 concepts. Also venture into Java 8 concepts also. Then we'll have advanced Java, how is web development done in Java, starting from servlets to JSP, then coming down all the way to Spring Boot. Okay, and if you all have targets of joining some product-based companies, or FANG or MANG companies, so you might have heard from your fellow colleagues or from your fellow other mentors the data structures is one of the mandatory things which they ask in the interview for such companies. So we will be covering data structures, okay, and taking some live examples of how data structures are implemented in the corporate, and how do we use data structures which we learned like strings, arrays, stacks, queues, linked list, trees, map. How do we implement them in our corporate programming? So the product which we will make, where do we implement a map? Where do we implement a list? Where do we implement a tree? All that also we'll learn. Okay, and this is primarily a back-end development program. So, but we will give you a slight insight of the front end. So the basics of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript will be covered. And if the demand is high, that people are more curious to learn about the front-end technologies, then maybe we'll venture out into the further detailing also. But as of now, in this program, we just covered the basics of it. And then we'll come to the main business part of the development of the backend, that is Java Spring Boot. So we'll learn how to create RESTful web APIs, okay, microservices. So that will be covered in Spring Boot. And then the further, as we said, that we will prepare you that post this course completion, you all should be comfortable in cracking corporate interviews. That is the main aim and main vision of this course, to prepare you all in such a way that you all become self-sufficient and self-reliant, that you all can crack interviews for any corporates. And going forward, we will have in-house opportunities also. So those candidates which we feel suit the bill, we will promote them from training to employment, and that will be a limited opportunity. But for masses, we will prepare you all that you all can crack your corporate interviews. You will prepare your resume. You will give you all mock interviews, live internship, project training. All this will be covered. Shakib bhai, next slide. Yes, Shahnawaz bhai will take on from here.
Yes, Shahnawaz is online.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shahnawaz, could you please take over from here?
Okay. Okay. So good morning to all of you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, just for your knowledge, Shanawaz, we have some folks joined from the US.
Okay.
So it's good night for them. Good evening.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So
We
yeah,
have
you can
Okay,
take
let me
over.
start.
Farhan and a couple of other folks. Yeah, they're based out in New
Okay.
Jersey, Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. Before my introduction, I'm going to advanced level. Just giving the demo of our pipeline project, which is mentioned in the EquaPro software solution for water filter manufacture. Directly, I'm jump into this without any further delay. Yeah, Shakib bhai, can you allow me to share my screen?
Yes, I think I have done it. Okay, now can you check?
Okay, let me check.
I think it should be there.
Yes, is it visible for all of you?
No, you need to share, I think. Oh, I need to
Yes,
stop,
I
right?
already shared now. Now it's visible to all of you.
Yes, I can
Nice.
see.
Yes,
Not sure
yes.
about.
Yeah, I can say Shanawaz.
Okay. I hope everybody is seeing this one.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
I can see.
Okay, thank you. So this project is a Aqua Pro project. It's not a big project, like it's a small industry based project. It's our one of our client is currently using this one. Some enhancement is going on. Initially, it was very small, like mini inventory management system, you could say. But now it's going to be bigger and bigger. So many things. Sir. So we design in such a way that this behind this architecture, it can be portable for the across the 30 databases. and it will be able to this as a desktop project, even though it can be distributed and centralized and decentralized. So many things in between this. After this, I will tell you some technicalities of this project. So before I'm starting this one, this is the admin, and you can log in from here. This part initially, this project is all only for the entry management system. Only entry management is there, but now it's going to be the employee management. That is a small part of HRMS. This is the application setting of the product, and meanwhile the supplier details, whatever the suppliers is of this client. So many things in enhancing on this. Right now we have like this application setting for a project. We need to start with this project some default settings for a project. Like this is the tax master. This our client wants to this. He can be this at test. He can be. I mean to say he can be adjust their tax with this name with the different names. If you go to the industry, so many tax hub is there. Apart from this, you will the professional tax is there. Some other taxes is there. So this he can also allow to manage their tax. I just tell you little this one. I show you. Like he can set their tax. Same while user details. Some user having the privileges, some user having the role. So this user can be assigned to the employee, whatever employee his organization having. So it's a very simple way to design this one. This application, this is application only focus for the water industry, not water industry. I mean to say like a RO filter, the RO filter type. You can say it's a hello. Am I audible?
Yes,
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 yes.
we can hear you, Shanwas. Go ahead.
I'm feeling some network issues, so that is why I'm thinking this.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I think we are good.
So in this part, the dynamic search and so many things involved in this. This is the such kind of demo project you can see here. So this project, like this project, we can develop during the entire program. Not this one, like this. Here, what is the problem for this? I am telling you, if you're targeting a product or a application which cannot be developed in very far, very it changes when which cannot be developed in such a way that every time you cannot be design or develop in the scratch level from the scratch level. So we design in such a way that is in such a way that where we can enhance very frequently. So this project is based on the technology Java technology. As you know, the behind of this Spring Boot used, JWT token is used, along with the OAuth2 services used, and Spring Data JPA along with the Hibernate. And front end side, we used Angular 15, Bootstrap, and CSS, and some HTML. this is the design, the architecture of the project. I can tell us Sakib bhai, he will share the document, architectural document.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just share. Is it visible?
Let me check. Should I close my share?
Yes.
Uh, the document yesterday I said something.
Yes.
This one.
So this
Next
is the,
slide.
yeah. And this is you're
This.
done. So I think,
Okay, this AML one.
yeah.
I'll share my screen.
Yeah. Can you please share
That's
your
normal.
screen?
You can share your screen. Yeah, that'll be
Ah.
great.
Okay, no issue.
The Word file you have, right? You can share the same one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there, Shanawaz?
Yeah. I'm just opening this Word file.
Okay, just share the screen first.
Okay. So it's visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
Yeah. This is the our design architectural diagram. So basically is in the backend REST client API. Suppose that our service is like that. If somebody wants to some data, our data, so then we can share our REST API for the end of the client. Here, our end client is Angular, which is using this one. And similar, somebody like REST API, we can expose them our REST API. For this REST API documentation, we are using Swagger tool. And the authentication layers, Spring Security, OAuth2 and JWT token. With this, it will go to the LDAP server or Active Directory server or any database for authentication and authorization for the end user. And then we come to the service layer and data accessing layer like an ORM tool like Spring Data JAPA we are using in this project, along with the Hibernate and archiving layer. Archiving layer, that means some files, some PDF, some documents, some company, some organization, they wants to be archive this document to the particular databases, like archiving databases, as you know, a filenet server for the IBM from the IBM, that open text optimum server is there for the archiving database. And this is our transactional database. It can be any database. Our application allows 30 types of database. 30 types means 30 variety of database, flavor of database for the different companies like IBM, DB2, Oracle, Postgres, iBatis, like this one. And beyond this, this is the transaction management, Spring transaction management we are using. And logs 4J, SL4J, there's in so many things for the logging. Whereas the exception is happening, how could I understand where is the exception coming, which module exception has coming, where is the failing, everything is logging from here. And scheduler and cron jobs, sometimes on the dawn time, they will take their, because our client is using this one as a client, is desktop application, not this right now this is not centralized application. So his application, our this application archiving this scheduler job is running on the background of the client system and copying all the database backup into the D drive to C drive. Sorry, D drive to E drive. Their drive is their E drive in a flat file system. In some cases, suppose that his C drive, your system has been crashed. So this time we can upload this data again with this application, and he can be able to connect or run this application with the legacy databases. I mean to say legacy data, not databases. They are legacy data. So this is the architecture we following this one. Apart from this, now everybody is saying software development is a similar kind of things. Like in mathematics, we are using four things is we are using in mathematics. Basically, if you go to the core of the mathematics, this is the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Similar in the software development life cycle, you will see this is the core of the behind the scene. This is the one more thing is the creation, retrieval, and updation and deletion. That's is nothing is special in the software development. Any kind of software, the flavor would be different, and the techniques would be different. Basically, we are doing the same thing. Nothing apart from this. It's a very simple. Generally, you need to be focused and very focused and hard working. Gives you the success in the software development. It's very simple. So this application, what I showed you, this is very simple. Nothing is special. Intentionally, one more thing I have intentionally I did this one, and I'll ask you to all of you what is the happening behind the scene. Why initially this one is not appearing? The graphics of chart graphs are not appearing. Why? Anybody can tell me?
Guys, speak up. So if you have any questions, I mean, like
Intentionally,
he's
I did
asking, so
that.
you don't.
Uh,
Yeah, it should be interactive. Yeah, don't feel
it's
shy.
very simple. Don't be hesitate and tell me. Any idea, anybody?
All right, you can take it as a no, and you can go ahead and explain, Shanawaz.
Actually, what is happening? We think about this thing. When we are loading this page, HTML page rendering to the browser, but JavaScript rendering after this HTML page. That is why it is happening. Initially, when he started, because it is Angular application. Angular application is lazy loading concept based. So HTML page will run initially it run and compile and cache to the browser, but JavaScript after this call. So that is why happening. When I refresh this one, this JavaScript run, because before this run, then again HTML page is running, so it's appearing. So such kind of things. Development is not is a good task, but after this, how it is behind the scene is working, you have to think about this one. This is the main concern. You will face the challenges in the real time scenario. The bugs related will come. I mean to say, some exception will have occur. Runtime, whatever application is running entire this globe, that application 100% there is no 100% bug free application. Even though Gmail, AWS, anything is running in this world, they have bugs. So we need to find this bugs and fix very easily. Whenever we have the core concept of this topic or application which is developed in this technology. So I mean to say, in Java technology, you have to know how to debug this one. In Angular, how to debug this one, how to check this one. So that is where our focus in your current organization. Whenever you will get selected, the organization, you will feel free. Okay, that is okay. We did that. Okay, no issue. We can do it. So that kind of attitude is needed. So we all are trying to groom you in such a way that you will very easy and feel free their environment, and you adaptable to the organization very fast and very easy. So that is why we are here. And now this enough. I think so enough. You will be developed like such kind of project during this entire program. So that time I will tell you how the architecture we are follow. That monolithic architecture is there, that microservice architecture is there. In the monolithic, we are designed in such a way that this our architecture allowed to the centralized? What is the mean of centralized? This architecture should be allowed in this distributed system. What is the meaning of distributed system? So load, what is the load balancing? What is the clustering? These many concepts will come, inshallah, will come into the program. So right now that's enough for from my side. So I'm handing the next session, next level session to the Sakib Bhai. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Shahnawaz, for this great insights that you give. Let me just, could you please unshare your screen so that I can just go ahead and share my
Okay.
screen? All right. Okay, so let me start. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay, so let me hand over to my next speaker, Mr. Ahmed Khan. Could you please take over?
Sure, Sakib bhai, thank you so much. So I'll share my screen, Sakib bhai. That's way I'm more comfortable.
Yeah, that's okay. You can take over. Let me stop here.
All right. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So I'm Ahmed. I've been in the industry since last 20 years. I'm based out in New Jersey. We are all friends here. We just at Sakib Bhai. I'm many thanks to you. And Shanawaz Bhai for going through the all our plans. What we are trying to work on. And many thanks to Umar. He has already given like what he's going to teach. So basically, we just in this demo open house, we wanted to give you an idea like what we are going to how we are going to groom you and what is our program basically, and what you will be doing in next 6 months. So thanks a lot, Saqib Bhai, Umar Bhai, and Shanawaz Bhai for giving all the stuffs, and I'm sure brother Shanawaz, he has not scared you with all his technical architecture diagram and all the techie language. I understand few of them are very freshers from different backgrounds, but we will come there, and after 6 months you will see where you will be. So I'll just jump to the this slides based for our products. Like as Sakib I told, we are a startup, and basically we have these products in pipeline. So Aqua Pro, this is already working, and it's already some of the customers, they are using it, and this is whole developed and designed by our Shanawaz Bhai and the whole team in the SCS. So, and these are the rest of the two products I'll be talking about, basically more on the anti-money laundering products, that's my, core expertise. So we have this next product, in our mind, and we are planning to develop, with the team of SCS. So this is basically, any anti-money laundering solution. I'll just give a very high level, kind of functionality. What happened, suppose like we all do money transaction, right? So like suppose I'm in US, I'm sending some money to Iran or India, so all of the banks like in US or in India, they are bound, like they should be compliant, like they have to monitor each transaction, and if they find any transaction to be suspicious, they have to report to the federal government of their local countries. And this is the government laws. If they don't report any suspicious transaction, so the federal organization, like in India, we have Enforcement Directorate, and the US, we have FinCEN, Financial Enforcement Crime Network. So those are the federal organization of the local countries, and they find the banks or any financial institutions a huge amount. So if they don't report any suspicious transactions. So what I mean by suspicious transactions, suppose like, I'm transferring money to India from US. So, and I'm transferring like $1,000 every month. So I have a profile, like every month I transfer $1,000, but after 10 months, I'm transferring $50,000. So, there will be a pattern in my profile, like, like I'm transferring 1,000 every month, but now after 10 months, I'm transferring 50,000. So bank should think like this one is a suspicious. There are some rule engine, which detects this one as suspicious. And they just go and investigate why, like, I'm transferring $50,000. They come to me, they'll ask me, they'll block my transactions. And if they find suspicious, they will report to the government organization, like all the FBI in US, and as I said, enforcement directorate in India. And then UK has their own like compliance department for that's also part of the local country's federal government. So once the bank reports to them, like they go, and those federal agencies, they go, they do their own investigations. And if they find anything, they take actions, they bring the guy to court, and all those rest of the things happen. So for monitoring the transaction, right, each bank need to have a solution, a product, that's the product we have in mind. Like we want to design and develop with you guys. Once you take this refresher Java program, then we will assess you, like how confident you are, how good you are in the technology, and then we will take your interviews, and then probably we will put you in any of these products, like in product development. So that's where I'll be, more actively, working with you guys when you have finished your refresher program, and then when we want to start putting you in our product development team. So I will not just, I'll just go through, like, already, about Aqua Pro, brother Shanawaz, he has already explained. So just a little bit about the ML solution, like we'll be designing and developing this ML solution to fight the financial crime investigation process for compliance and regulatory operation across United States, UK, UAE, and India. So the product what we'll be developing, it will be used, it will be very generic product, but we will have some customization. We can provide some customization based on the customer location. Like one of our customer in United States, they want to use our AML transaction monitoring solution, so they can customize. So this will have some rule engine which you can which customer can customize, based on their logics. And suppose the Indian bank like SBI want to use our products, they can customize their rules. Based rules, what I mean, like based on what rules, we get an alert. Like suppose somebody, as I said, one example, like I'm transferring money from US to India, and I was transferring $1,000 every month. But after 10 months, I'm transferring $50,000. So there is a rule, in our solution, which will make my profile like this guy is transferring 1,000 for 9 months, and now his pattern is changed immediately. Why he's transferring like 50,000? So that's kind of rule will be built inside this solution. So, and then we will have a case management tool. Like once the alerts are generated, those will be ingested into a case management tool. So that UI part, we will develop using Angular JS. What you will be learning, through Umar, he'll be taking you through all the UI, stacks of technologies, so that you can work on this product development. A very like high level kind of like the business logic I just defined, just to give you a fragrance kind of like the stuff, so that we will go in detail once we are into the projects, and we can share this spreadsheet, because we are running out of time, so I don't want to go in more details. So these are the business logic based on our ML solution will be developed. And this is basically a very high level diagram. So if you see from the left side, right, any financial transaction, like suppose you are doing a deposit in a bank, you are doing a wire transfer, you are doing fund transfer, currency exchange, real estate deals. So any money transaction is happening, right? So government, each country, like in the world, they have a compliance rule. Like the bank has to monitor each transactions, and they have to report if they find some transaction are, violating some of the rules of the government. So they have to report those transactions to the government agency. As I said, like in US, we have financial enforcement crime, that's called FinCEN. In India, we have enforcement directorate, and UK, we have NCA. So these are the bodies like, which, audit all the banks, any financial institution, they audit in their local countries, and they go through their transaction, and they find like those suspicious transactions were not reported to them, they give them a huge fine. So that's why many financial institutions, they go behind and buy all these solutions. So we have an idea, like once we have this solution, and we develop with your help, as a team, we'll be working on from the scratch, like brother Shanawaz product Aqua Pro, that's already matured, and it's already developed, it's working. We have already sold to many customers, but this one we are going to develop from the scratch, so that you will be involved from the analysis from designing, and we will be using the agile scrum methodology to develop this. So we'll form a team, once you have like satisfied with the refresher program, then we will just pull you in this team. So this is very, again, like a very architecture diagram, like I try to put something so that everyone in the audience can understand, like basically here we will be developing two things. One will be the rule engine, which will read the data, all the transaction, like the rule engine. We can have some machine learning algorithm, and then based on those algorithms, those alerts, suspicious transaction will be generated, and those generated alerts will manage through a case management tool that we will be building using the Angular JS or any UI tool, which we will decide, during our, once we start this project. So here at SCS, like our final reason, like why we are here, we are here to empower you guys. What we want to do, like we want to empower you guys by, adding some niche skills to your profile so that you could reach a new heights in your career graph. So some of you are freshers, some of you have experience. So the domain and the product, what we are going to develop together, that those are very niche skills. The anti-money laundering and the financial crime domain is very niche, and once you learn this, I'm sure you will have a position, a very, different, above your expectations. And for whom we are doing for all of you, like, a team, we will build a team, and we will be working together to build all the solution after your refresher full stack training. So basically, this is one of the slides, just I wanted to show all of you, like, a very layman, like what we will be doing here, what's our upskilling plan, basically we are a startup, we don't have fund to, like develop our products. So that's why, what we are doing, we are hiring some, unpaid internship. We cannot pay you, like during this product development. But like once we are able to sell our product, once we have something, definitely that time we may absorb you, some of you, as a full time, and we can pay you, like, because our product is in the market and we have customer who is using them, so we will start generating revenues. So by that time, we can also pay you guys. But right now, we don't have enough fund. That's why we are trying to hire unpaid, interns who can work for us and help us to develop this product. And also they can develop, their skills. They will learn all the niche skills, like, financial crime domain. And so this is basically a cycle. If you see, we start from the learning, where the Umar will be teaching you, training you from the talent pool. He will be there, grooming you and, mentoring you. Like, we will also be involved, but actively Umar will be taking care of that session. So we will groom you for a developer, technical business analyst role, or tech product owner role. So you will learn all those stuff. And then we will have our product development cycle, where we will pull some of the guys, we will assess them, we'll assess their interest or what are their area of expertise, and then we'll start doing our product development. Once our product development is, we have released, we will again talk to you guys. If you want to work more for more time in this project, you can work, or if you want to move on, we will also give you an opportunity to go outside, try, outside, and we will also try to place you in within, like India, US, and Middle East, because brother Shanawaz, he's located in Middle East. So he has very good contact, good reference. I'm based out in USA, so I have some references here. So we will work out on visa issues and anything it comes on in future. But in India, we also have very good contacts. Saqib, as explained, he has previously he has been working since last 3 years with few customers. So we will try to place you in good place, and we are very confident with this niche skills and niche domain. We can place you as a developer and technical business analyst or tech product owner based on your skills, what you will learn within 3 to 6 months. So, our program details, like here, I want to just share the kickoff session will be from the 23rd June, we are expecting, and we will have 2 sessions, Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Saturday again, like 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. These all are like IST, Indian Standard Time. And the registration will start, we are like, asking for some, like, we are not here to make money, just we just want to help you guys to. And also it's like mutual beneficial partnership between you and us. Like, we will mentor you on the niche skills, and also like we will develop our product, on the job, right? So we are just charging few like admin processing fees, kind of professional charges. You can talk to Saqib in person. He can just walk you through, or you can talk him like in one-to-one offline. So that registration due date is 22nd June 2023. If anybody, if you have any question, you can just feel free to ask, or mail, or you can ask now, or you can ask Saqib, later. He has provided his contact number here, but the last date will be 22nd June, because we are going to start the session from the 23rd June. So this is very high level roadmap what we have. Once we are doing the kickoff in June 2023, and then like September, we are planning to start the project. In August, we will be doing the assessment, test, interview for the product what we have shown you, the three products what we have in the pipeline. So we'll start that from September, and December we are planning to release a minimum viable product, not the all functionality, but something which is working and which can be sold to any customer. So that first release we are planning for December. And November, like, we'll start a product demo kind of. We'll have testing team. We'll build a QA team, within us. So this is all our plan. So, and we have like a few folks like which were part of the SCS, which we train them, groom them, and they have given few words, about our organization, what they feel. So a few of the folks, like, we train them. They are working from Resha Mandi in Bangalore. One guy, I placed him in one of the large bank of UK in New Jersey, and there one guy placed with the SCS, in Bangalore. So there are a few folks like, though these are the words they share. So just we wanted to share with you guys. So that's all from our end. Thank you so much for joining. So I'm just opening the mic for the question and answer session. So if you have anything, please feel free to ask anything. Hello, Saki Bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. So it's session is open for you guys, Q&A. So let's get started. Ask the questions, whatever questions that you have in your mind. We're here to answer all the questions.
Yeah, hi, good morning. I just wanted to know that, like, after how many months of training you are going to assign for the internship, or before? Like,
Right, Sartaj, you gonna take it?
Can you please repeat the question, bro?
no, I wanted to ask, like, how many months, after how many months we want to we are going to assign for the project, like after 6 months or before 6 months?
Yeah, the horse, we are planning for 6 months. If you see, you can see my screen, right, Saki Bhai?
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the question from, like, I just wanted to name, you can note it down. Can you please give a what's your name?
Mohammed Hussain.
Okay, all right.
Mohammed Hassan,
So,
okay.
yeah, so Mohammed, like, if you see, this is the roadmap, right? So if you see, like, we are trying to kick off June 23rd, and the session we are planning for 6 months, but like within 3 months we'll start assessing the our batch, the talent pool. We'll start, because we know, like, some of you are freshers, some of you already have worked in and have some hands-on in coding. So based on the assessment, we can pull you probably after 1 month, or probably from the June 23rd, we can pull you in the in the project. So that depends upon the each individual, right? But if you see a generic, if I treat a guy who's a fresher, who doesn't know anything, just has a Bachelor of Engineering or MCA degree, so I'm planning to pull him, from September, around, like, once he's like very confident, in coding little bit, or he said, like, I don't want to go into coding, I want to be a product owner. So we can just assess his interest, and we can pull him in our project as a product owner. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, fine. Got it.
Yeah, that will be decided based on your assessment, and we'll gauge you, what is your areas of expertise and what interest that you're in. Based on that, we'll decide. All right.
Yeah, any other question? Any of you?
Yeah, one questions I got in chat. What is the course fee from Lipina Mohanta? Correct me if I pronounce your name correctly. It's 40,000, very minimal that we are taking, but you need to pay this 60%, before start up the kick of the project, before 23rd, and rest 40% fee you can paid within 2 months.
So you have unmuted all of them, right?
Oh yeah, 1 second, let me just cross check. Yes.
So any other question?
How much is the registration fee?
Yeah, I have replied, I've responded in the chat. What are the chances of getting the job after? Okay, one question from Shoaib, you can take surcharge. Ahmed, you could take it. What
Yeah,
are the
sure.
chances of getting the job after we finish this live project?
Right. Yeah, that's very good question. So like if you see our team, like we are working since last 20 years in the IT industry, and we have a good contacts, and so we are very confident, based on these skills. You can go and like find and search on LinkedIn, or the AML developer. You can search for anti-money laundering developer, fin crime developer, fin crime BA, AML BA, AML product owner. You can just do LinkedIn search, and see the opportunities, how much you find. And I'm into this industry, and I work basically in this domain. So I don't find any resources. It's very tough to find resources in India, and that's how we get this idea. Because this domain is very new and it's very confidential. There are some of the things which no one knows about FinCEN, as I said. No one knows what enforcement director does. No one knows what is the compliance team. Like in a bank, right? So there are some things which are very confidential. That's why we don't. It's not that much. Like. Some of the information you will not find in public domain. So that's what we discussed about this program, and we thought of why can't we train our community people, like who already have some experience, and let's give a try and train them on these niche skills. And we have some contacts, so we are very confident, like we'll be able to place you after 6 months. And there are few things like we can talk in person. I don't want to like commit here. So we have few even like some already open requisition where people are looking for this, where like suppose if I can train someone in 1 month, and he already has some 4 years of experience or 5 years, I can place him like within a month, inshallah. So that's the confidence level we have.
All right, thank you, Ahmed, for the answer. So we have got another questions from Ataullah Khan. That's nice. can we not just split into two parts, 50-50? All right, he's talking about fees payment process. I said
Yeah, I think, yeah,
60-40,
those
and
things we can take it
yeah,
offline, yeah,
yeah,
we just
that we
don't
can
want to
take it
focus,
offline.
yeah,
All
we
right.
can take it offline, yeah.
So, and I've got
As we
another
said, like we are not
question.
here to, Saki, we just,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to like cut you short, we are, as we said, like, we are not here to make money, our intention to build our products, build our company repo, and we are here for mutual benefits.
Yes, perfect.
So this kind
So
of course, like if you go for ML training or this kind of Aqua Pro product design and development, like I'm not sure like if anybody in the market nowadays or any company is offering you to train on these kind of skills.
yeah, yeah, makes sense. So I've got another questions from Amir Chaudhary. If I want to become a Java backend developer, then which topic should I give a more attention to? Can Umar take it, or?
Yeah, Shakib bhai. For this corporate development, whatever Java skills we require, most of them collections is very important. So we will have to master collections, like what is a hash map, what is a list of hash map, how can we store objects in a hash map. So whatever input payload we will get from the client, that data will come in a JSON format. So we have to map that to an in-memory data structure. So collection, if you can focus, Amir, and become an expert in that, that will be very helpful. Among other things, main focus should be on collections. This is what I think. I guess Shanawaz Bhai and Sartaj Bhai can add into it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable feedback, sir. Thank you so much.
Basically, for a backend Java developer, you need to give more attention on 4 topics. I think Umar will take care of this for all those topics. First is you have to more strong on exception handling, and second one is string handling. Very most and very useful things. And another one is the multi-threading. Thread-based application is also available is there. So you need to put the need to have more attention on multi-threading. And as Umar said that uh, collection framework, entire collection framework, in which the map is there, list is there, so many interface there. And apart from this, nowadays Java is grooming day by day, and every 6 months they are having their release. Now JDK, maybe I think JDK 17, 19 is running on. So these differences now you will see the more attention is JDK 8, more at JDK 8 enhancement you have to learn, because in industry, in interview, you will go through this. They will ask you what is the stream, what is the uh, uh, in collection, they will ask you what is the bucketing, what is the hash collision. These many things you will learn during these sessions. So basically 4 to 5 topics is very important and crucial for any backend Java developer. So Umar will take care of this. Apart from this, some core concept me and Sataj will take this, like a garbage, what is garbage collection and how it's work behind the scene, and what is the architecture of JVM and how it is working when dot class file to become dot exe file. So these things you will learn in this session. Me and Sataj and Mr. Umar will take care of this. So I hope so your question answer has been done, Mr. Amir Chaudhary.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks for your feedback, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I think we are running out of time, so we are good to go now. Good to end this call. With your permission.
Let us ask to other people, like if Iftakhar who's
Yes.
left out on another one.
Yeah, and anyone has any questions? Please.
Yeah, please feel free to ask any question. Like we have
Yes.
all the team or like all the team, like all the stakeholders we have in this call. So this is a very good opportunity for you to ask anything you have in your mind. Don't be shy, like, or you can ask anything,
Okay, so I've got one more in the chat from Shavana. She's asking most of the questions that she thought about it to ask. It's been answered, but one, she need more information about the Angular software. So Shanawaz, if you could take it.
What do you mean of Angular software means?
Not sure. Sister Shabana, could you please come over and ask your questions? What exactly you need on Angular perspective?
Angular, just I read his, this is the golden opportunity. Okay. Any application at develop, there is a UI and there is a backend. So backend Java is working with the backend, and UI part, so many things is there nowadays. HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. These a combination you can design and develop the UI part, user interface part. This is the first appealing things, and on top of this, there is a framework like Spring is a framework for the Java development purpose. So Angular is a framework for the is a easier, makes it easier to use in a object-oriented format. Not kind of is similar to the use of object-oriented format to superset of JavaScript, because in the basic of TypeScript. So then in our course architecture, we will throw you little bit, not too much, because we have a short of time. In 6 months is not possible to groom you with Angular as well as Java. Java is a vast subject. It will take time. So we are planning to go with the little bit through the concept of Angular, how Angular or React is working. So that Umar is mentioned their subject architecture is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. He will give you some idea, then you can grab your Angular software development easy way. So I hope this answer will be clear to you.
All right. Thank you, Shanawaz. So hope this answered the questions. Anyone else left? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, we can stay for 5 more minutes, after that we can disconnect. But again, I
Yes.
repeat, don't be shy, ask anything. We have all the stakeholders in the call, because it's very difficult to get all of them at one time, because we are located in different location, geographically, basically. So this very good opportunity for all of you to ask anything.
Yes.
Any question, Saqib?
Nope. I think from my end, it's good.
I'm good. How about Zahid bhai?
Jahid Bhai is there.
All right, yeah, so we are good. Saqib bhai?
Okay. So, Umar,
Thanks everyone
anything
for
you
joining.
want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
Shakib
So
bhai,
we are
all
good
good.
to go now. All right. So thank you all for joining this call, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
you.
Good night and have a
Thank you.
great day.